The beautiful city of Rivendell is under attack. A coalition of forces that have bent the knee to the Dark Lord Sauron have surrounded the city, and it's only a matter of time until they begin their attack. It is up to the elves and some unexpected allies to hold this great city and bring hope to the rest of the Western world. Will the great city of Rivendell fall this day, or will the elves make their stand and be victorious? Welcome back to Third Age Total War Reforged. Alright guys, what's up? It's Apollo here, and welcome back to another glorious battle in Middle-earth. And yes, we are at Rivendell, so we are going to see some elves in action. Very skilled warriors in Middle-earth. And speaking of skill, today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online educational platform where you can go and take online courses to improve your skill in a lot of different categories. Now, unfortunately, they do not have a category to be a super awesome elven warrior, but they do have some great ones. Just to list a couple here, they've got illustration, graphic design, photography, creative writing, animation, fine art, music, and music production. I personally took a course in productivity, which was just amazing because I learned a ton about not necessarily working more or working harder, but getting more done in less time. So hopefully that will help me release more Third Age battles to you guys in the near future. So if you look in the video description, click on that link and that will give you 2 free months to try out some courses. I think you guys are going to be pretty interested, especially if you're trying to improve your skill in any of those categories. Again, there's more categories like marketing and freelance and entrepreneurship, so definitely check that out, guys. And once again, thank you Skillshare for supporting my channel and sponsoring this video. And yeah, so let's go ahead and dive into the battle now. So Third Age Reforged has recently come out with a new patch, and it's sick. The new patch made the main menu look awesome. Actually, let me go ahead and just show you what this main menu looks like. Okay, look at it. Look at this. This is so cool. You got the main menu. It looks so fresh. It looks like a new game. I think they did a really great job, and so yeah, we'll head back to the battle here. Here we are. Okay, I just wanted to edit that in because I thought it looked so impressive, and I wanted to show you guys. So this is a 3 versus 5. Of course, we have 3 defenders holding the settlement of Rivendell, 5 attackers, and right away you're seeing one of the attackers advance on their position. This is Arthedain, or Arthedain. Arthedain? Oh man, I'm already screwing up the names. Awesome. Arthedain, commanded by Steward of Dale. All kinds of it's like, why isn't he Dale then? But no, he's got some cheap troops here, some spears just kind of moving forward. I think he's trying to get the enemy to use some archer ammo on them. So yeah, we also have the rest of his more elite forces in the back here. We also have another army of dwarves. We've got the dwarves of Khazad-dûm, who have been corrupted by Lord Sauron. He is moving up some troops to support this attack. And then way back here, which is almost like a reinforcement army because they're so far away, we have the Witch Realm of Angmar, commanded by Flux. So he is moving up some deadly forces to try to take Rivendell. It is also wintertime, which is kind of foreshadowing death and kind of like the end of an era. And of course, spring is life and a new beginning. But we'll see what that new beginning is. By the way, the dwarves commanded by Derek. Let's go over to the other side. We've got more baddies here. We've got Harad by Richie. So Harad is marching over towards, it looks like, the dwarves and the men of the West. Over here in the final army, oh, look at this. Look at this boy right here. We have Isengard, led by Krusty. So always great to see Isengard on the battlefield. So while those troops are moving up, let's go ahead and look at the defenders. And the defenders over here, we have Umbar, led by Mango Masher. So he's playing as Umbar, like I said, unexpected allies. And then we have the elves of, the realm of Linden, commanded by Num. So yeah, he's got some, again, I'm so glad someone's playing as the elves. And finally, we've got some good dwarves. So we're going to see some dwarf on dwarf action here. This is the dwarves of Erebor, commanded by Pavlos. And by the way, the elves were commanded by, wait, I already said who the elves were. Yeah, okay, great. So those are all the armies. Pretty fantastic. So right away, we actually have a cav charge coming in. We have the Grey Company, which is an elite skirmish company. Now, thankfully, they set up some spikes here, which is going to prevent them from being able to just charge in and harass. The elves are kind of taking cover here, and they are getting skirmished down a little bit. They might want to move up some archers, which we do have some archers here opening fire. These are the elite Royal Guard of Umbar, who are both an archer and melee unit. Very versatile. Just opening fire on the on Arthedain. So they're getting hit hard. They're going to fall back. Over on this side, we've got more infantry moving forward. And it seems the dwarves are going to kind of lead the way here. Dwarves are actually really good in these choke point situations. Very tough, low center of gravity. Yeah, they're just tough to kill, highly armored. So I can expect the dwarves to be one of the first factions to charge in. Now, it seems like for the dwarves that are defending, they are kind of holding back as a reserve force. They're sitting back here, just waiting, I guess expecting enemies to push this way. We even have some dwarves pushed up way up here, the Ironfoot Spears, defending this pass. But it doesn't seem like they're going to take it. Now, Harad is hanging back here. Okay, no, Harad is moving forward, so they might actually go and take that pass. Look at the scenery here. I love it. I love it. So, yeah, they're pushing up forward. Let's go back over this way and see what's going on. More of the elite forces using this big rock here to kind of hide themselves from the skirmishing. Now, the skirmishing is going to be pretty intense here. Look, already you can see that we've got some pikemen just getting evaporated right here. Just getting decimated from the skirmish. And they got to retreat out of there. Really, the challenge is making sure you have infantry nearby to, you know, blob up here and prevent them from just pushing in. But at the same time, you don't want them so close that they're getting just destroyed by enemy archers. They're doing a good job of returning the favor, though, killing the Grey Company. But I'm curious. I mean, I'm really curious to see what they're going to charge in first. Here we go. Dwarves are moving in closer. Fire arrows have now been activated on the defenders. So I think they're trying to put a little, you know, I think fire arrows technically do more damage, but it slows the rate of fire and it makes them less accurate. So let's see how this is going to play out. Now, the dwarves are just kind of casually walking in here. They're walking through some beautiful elven architecture, and they're going to try to make their way. Now, if you look at the balance of power, it's not looking great for the defenders, but Rivendell is a very easy settlement to defend because it's mostly just choke points. There's 3 choke points in the, oh wow, great flanking fire. Hold that thought. Well, I was just going to say there's 3 choke points in the entire map. And really the challenge for the attackers is getting through those choke points. There we go, more spears charging in, trying to support the dwarves here, but they are just getting hit by crossfire. Not crossbows. Well, actually, these are crossbows. So crossfire from crossbows, and they are just hitting hard the attackers. So this is a really good position for Umbar here because they are supporting the main assault that is going on. So yeah, sure enough, dwarves were leading the way in this attack. So we've got this juicy battle going on. And I really don't think the defenders are going to do a layered defense. I'm pretty sure they're going to put everything they got for this, for the choke points. Oh my God! The juicy balls of justice. Okay, fiery balls. Juicy balls. The fiery trebuchet ammo crushing. That was a beautiful volley. It's really risky because trebuchets are not accurate. The fact that it just side-swiped all of these troops is unbelievable. Great hit there, great start, and already the dwarves are like, yeah, nah, I don't like the Dark Lord that much. We're going to get out of there and avoid total destruction. So let's go back over here because it does look like they have been pushing on this front. We do have a mixed force here of Umbar, Elves, and I think that's it. Umbar and Elves holding this position. So we have two factions defending these two choke points, and then one faction holding the other choke point, which of course is the dwarves over on the other side. Lots of archer fire supporting the infantry, probably from both sides. I'll probably see some. Actually, you know what? There's not a lot of archers over here. Well, there's one. We got some orc hunters, but they're not going to be hunting orcs today. They're going to be hunting elves. Now we have some pikemen closing in. Pikemen very good in these choke point situations. Pikemen is, this unit is a high threat, and they really need to focus it down with archer fire. They really need to try to soften up these pikes because they're going to do a lot of damage here. And look at this. They are just pushing so aggressively. We've got some high skilled units from the attackers really just trying to get into the city. They might have to send up more infantry already. Over here, things are going much, much better. The infantry has contained the attackers to a much tighter point to where it's more difficult to push in more troops and to push on the flanks. I think we got some archers in there too. Look, they got bows on their back. So they must have used up all their ammo already. But you know what's crazy? Let's see. We got the dwarves in reserve here, right? What's crazy to me, well, they've got some reserves over here. Some elite dwarves. Look at these dwarves in gold armor. That's awesome. It seems that, I mean, this is everything. Like, if you're not counting the dwarves in these reserves here, it seems like both armies here are holding. Oh, God. Oh, God. Where's that? Oh, my God. That is awesome. Look at this. Look at this. The catapult has set up on the mountainside. This is, okay, this is the reason, guys, when you're building fortification. Well, Rivendell isn't exactly a fortification, but still, you should be conscious of defenses. And when you build a city on the side of a mountain, you gotta make sure there's no easy path to get up here and be able to fire down like these catapults are doing here from the Witch Realm of Angmar. So they are just releasing fiery balls of justice here, and this is going to be huge. Now, it's a very great distance, but nonetheless, it's gonna put pressure on these troops. Oh, and oh! Such bad luck. The amount, look at that. Look at that. Boom. Almost hit it. Look, they're probably going to do some friendly fire, but that's okay. The attackers can afford friendly fire because there's 5 armies. 5 armies attacking. So that's great artillery placement. That is awesome. Back over here, the fighting continues. It looks like Arthedain, one of the attackers, they are making great progress in breaking down the defending forces. Isengard is moving up as well. So finally, we're seeing some Urukai being tossed into the mix, fighting with men, which is kind of awkward when they're always like, "Where's Manflash?" It's like, dude, are you gonna eat the fallen soldiers? Like, don't do that. Back over this way, more artillery. Oh, so there we go. There's that friendly fire. Lots of elite dwarves dying there. So it hasn't been super effective. We saw a couple good hits there, but they probably killed just as much of their own troops than the enemy, than the defenders. So it's a tricky situation. Oh, another good hit there. Excellent last stand here, or stand. So here comes more of Isengard. Jeez, words are hard today. Isengard pushing up some elite forces. They've got some infantry. Always got to love Isengard. Now back this way, we are seeing some troop movement from Harad. Now, it's kind of surprising that Isengard is not pushing this way as well, or at least sending some forces this way to support the attack on the other flank. Look at that. That's awesome. So Harad is pushing, and it seems that they are going to be the only ones pushing this flank, and they're going to try to put some pressure on the other choke points, which is very important because in these choke point situations, you want to attack everywhere you can. Only half the enemy force remains. So this is the perspective of the defenders. So one of the attacking armies is already down to half. More dwarves. Look at this. Sons of the Fallen. Oh god. They're about to be sons of the... They're going to be the fallen of the sons of the fallen. They're going to fall here soon. This is just a really tough battle for these dwarves. And Umbar is doing what they can to hold them back. Over here, we now have some trolls. Look at these trolls of Isengard. They look so sick. They have been called into battle. Ooh. Who are these? Who are these? More trolls. Look how sick these guys are. Holy crap. I love the red paint on them. And the almost like goldish armor. It's more of a bronze. But they are just crushing the defenses here. This is a problem. This is the best. Oh, now artillery's focusing over here. Oh, and they actually both three every fiery ball of justice came down and got some kills on the pikemen that are moving up. And now the trolls have caused a huge chaotic moment in this battle. I love the white hand on their shield. It looks like it's not paint. It looks like it was just scratched on. This one looks like paint though. I love the variation. It looks great. Oh my god, this troll has no head armor. Look how disgusting he looks. Oh, that is a face only a mother could love. Not even a troll mother loves that face. But yeah, this is a problem. I think in any moment now, the attackers should be able to break through here and start funneling in. And the first thing I would do is get archers to this side and start firing at the other flank. Because this flank looks like it's going to hold much longer compared to the other one. Oh, more artillery coming down. And again, landing some good hits. Look at the troll. This troll is eager, going to the back. Oh my god. Look at the trolls here. They are way behind enemy lines. This is insane. I guess they were trying to hunt down the trebuchet crew. I'm not really sure, but this is a panic situation for the defenders. Oh, you know, they are getting such lucky hits from that mountainside. Such lucky hits. It's insane. So, Isengard still fighting the good fight here. Isengard kind of came in as the heroes of this breach with all their trolls. And oh my god. That time they missed everything. There you go. So finally some luck for the defenders. Let's go back over to the other side where we do have a fight going on. This is where finally Harad and the dwarves are clashing. Now this battle is much calmer because there's less arrows going around, no artillery. So things are pretty calm here compared to the other side, which is just madness. So we're actually going to go back there because that is the juicier side. So I want to be able to see what's going on here. Oh my god, Isengard is like going full in here. Full in. If we look here, the percentage killed is even, which is not good for the defenders because, well, they need a solid lead. They do technically have a lead in percentage killed, but they need... Actually, no. They're behind. Wait, no. I always screw this up. They are ahead because... Is it... The percentage... Yeah, okay. I'm so sorry. You're probably thinking I'm an idiot. It's been so long since I played 3rd Age or Medieval 2. It means 32% of their army has died and 29% of the attackers have died. So that's not a good situation for them right there. Because I was thinking it was how many they killed. And if that's how many they killed, they're doing great. Which it still might be. I still might be wrong. Anyways, the attackers have now got a lot of elite forces. We got the Dunedain peacekeepers pushing in and really taking it, giving it to the elves here. Also, with the trolls still alive and well. I think a lot of trolls died, especially the trolls way back here. They finally took care of them. Also got some Blacklock engineers from the Dwarves of Erebor. But yeah, finally we're going to see that dwarf on dwarf action. I think the dwarves are now sending over reinforcements. And now we've got elven archers. That's when you know things are bad. When when players start, excuse me. When players start charging in archers, that means they're running out of infantry. It means they've got to use everything they've got. Ooh. Was that the trebuchet? Ooh, the trebuchet is active now. I think they had to run the crew away because of the trolls. And look at this. The Umbar trebuchet crew is like Arnor. But yeah, they're opening fire, and still, like, this is the best place. The defenders are doing extremely well here and just holding with few troops and great. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Killing so many. Killing those berserkers. Isengard's got some berserkers in here who don't even care about themselves. They're just swinging around. They're very tough to kill, and those artillery hits are definitely going to help them out there. Oh my God! Look at that. That just killed a ton. So yeah, great hits from the trebuchet. This defensive spot's doing well. Oh, look at this little flanking maneuver from the orc fellers of the Witch Realm of Angmar. Didn't really get around. Oh no, they're getting around. They are getting around. We have Corsair Blackguards now holding this flank, and this defense is now starting to crumble. I don't know, guys. This is going to be tough. Now, over here, it's a little easier to defend. Oh, another attacking force is down to half their forces. The dwarves are brutally holding this front. We've got some Axe Guard of Erebor and some spears just using brute force, using that low center of gravity. Whoa. How did these dwarves get behind enemy lines? They're now attacking the dismounted Serpent Guard. So things are heating up over there as well. Oh! The trebuchet has now changed targets. Going after, this is a smart target to go after because it's such a huge blob of enemy forces. It's going to be much easier to hit. But it seems that we constantly have a thin layer of defenders, and they're just slowly being pushed back by a huge horde of Uruk-hai men and dwarves and orcs. Only half of, I believe, well, half of one of the defending forces remains. So now the defenders are starting to get I mean, it's been obvious. They are wearing down as we speak. And now we have reinforcements coming in. And look at this. Now the Ironfoot pikes are being called into the fight. Dwarves of Erebor trying to hold this point. Isengard using their sheer numbers to push through here. We got some Corsair fencers. So they have kind of reinforced this front line, but it's still not a ton. It's still a small number of forces. Look at the Javies. Oh, the Midland Marines. Oh, and now they're out of ammo. They're now using rotting cow meat, which honestly the Uruk-hai would be like, meat. Oh, finally. I don't have to eat maggoty bread. You know, they're over there just like, that's almost a diversion to keep to make them eat. But that's awesome. So yeah, this is still holding. But, you know, the defenders can't really afford to give up any more land here because it only gets wider and wider, and it's going to be harder and harder and more difficult to defend. But over here, they're still doing well. Honestly, in my opinion, I think the attackers are just using this as a diversion. They're not really too focused on winning here. They're just occasionally sending in troops. Oh, look at this. They're pushing through the flank. Oh my God, the dwarves, man. Keep going. Get those elves. Get those archers. Instead, they're going to wrap around. Look at the W for victory. It's the 4th Legion. So, anyways, they are hitting hard, and that's a problem. That is a problem. Even the defenses over here are crumbling. So, this is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough. I think the dwarves over here, they're starting to run out of reinforcements. They're going to eventually have to fall back to the town center, which is right here. They're going to have to hold here and hope for the best and hope that they killed enough attackers. Let's go back over to this side where Harad is... Well, this is still a close battle. Still a close battle. Again, much easier for the defenders because it's such a tighter choke point. But definitely killing a lot of Harad. Let's see how much is left of Harad. Okay, Harad still has... They still have a decent amount of reserves, for sure. So they still could eventually break through here. But it's really important what Harad is doing here, which is making a lot of dwarves focus on this area. And, oh, what are these? What is that? Is that like a special artillery? Oh no, it's like black arrowheads or something. The serpent's fangs. Look at these guys. I've never seen them before. They look sick. Yeah, it's like they're black arrows. Oof, they must do a lot of damage. But we got the Ironfoot crossbows ready to return the fire, and the crossbows are definitely very deadly as well. Let's see. Ooh. They're gonna fire back. What are they going for? Yep, they're going for the Trollmen of Harad, who are now pouring in, trying to support this assault. Very cool fight over there. Very cool. Let's go to the other side here. And more reinforcements charging in. Now we're starting to see basically the end of the reserves of the attackers. We're seeing the Witch Realm of Angmar, which is one of the further away starting armies to get over here. And look at the carnage. Whoa. Wow, okay. Huge turnaround. While we were busy looking at the Dwarves versus Harad battle, it seems that the forces defending this city have broken a lot of the attackers. And look at the carpet of dead here. Look at this. You got trolls, you have men, orc, urukai, elves, dwarves. I mean, you've got a very diverse mix of corpse here standing where this battle was fought, but it's still not over. The dwarves have sent up some halberds, taking on the urukai infantry. So they are trying to do their best here. And I think I don't know, the dwarves should just retreat because it seems like they've now fallen back to this position. Which, yes, sure enough, the dwarves are retreating. And this is their new line of defense. They don't want to fight over their dead comrades. It must stink really bad. I mean, think about it. Orcs probably stink alone. But imagine a dead orc. Ugh. Alright. Wow. Okay, crossbows are now getting attacked by some Southron archers. And it seems the dwarves are being surrounded. They are absolutely being surrounded here. So dwarves are trying to reinforce here. They've got some legionaries pushing up and kind of covering the retreat of the skirmishers. You definitely don't want to lose the skirmishers when they have ammo left. You want to try to use up all their ammo, then send in the crossbows into melee. So we are we're a little bit over halfway. A little bit over halfway. And things have kind of calmed down a little bit. We do have some fighting going on here. We've got the Hammers of Gundabad, which look really cool. I love the purple and gold. But things have calmed down. A lot of people died for this, and it's still undecided. Back over this way, seems wow, okay, great. The defenders have also pushed back the attackers here. We've got a fresh wave of troops here, Angmar Marauders. It seems that they improved a lot of the models here of the forces, and they're looking really awesome. But these Marauders are going to go ahead and pour in and join this attack over on this side. There they go. There they go. And we have some Corsair fencers ready to countercharge. Face them in close combat. More Hardbringers of Castamere. Hardbringers. Awesome. Look at those swords. They're huge. So we got small but elite units holding this flank. And I'm glad that the defenders have moved up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at this. We've got the catapult, which I believe is the same catapult that was firing from that mountainside, is now getting close to the front line. These attackers are ready to break through, ready to do what it takes to get through here. And now, oh, wow. A Numinos gate guard pushing up, using the pikes. This is the epic stand. This part of the battle, guys, is going to be so important. There they go. Pikes moving up. The Hammers of Gundabad on their flank. We also have some dismounted Knights of Numinos pushing in. Now over here, we've got Warriors of Khazad-dûm. Wow, look at these models. They look great. We also have some Snaga Stalkers. They're not the greatest of soldier, but they are definitely going to put some more bodies in the front line and make it more challenging for the defenders here. Let's go back over to the Dwarven Harad front, where it seems that the fighting is still very intense. Harad at this point just needs to distract these troops. Harad doesn't even need to win here. He just needs to keep the dwarves occupied. That way they can't, they can't quickly go to the other flank. And it seems like it is working. I'm seeing back there some dwarves are moving out. They're certainly moving out here. Going to reinforce that fight. We've got the Axe Guard of Erebor. And we've got some Ironfoot Pikes, which I think he's going to hold in reserve. We've got one more unit of Dwarven reserves here. And, well, we got a couple dwarves here, but it seems he's saving them. And look at this big fight. It is juicy once again. The Angmar, forces of Angmar have brought in extra bodies. And now this struggle will continue. Beautiful. Let's go over to this side as well, where we have the Guardians of Khazad-dûm, who are pushing these Corsair fencers. And there's really not much left over here. I mean, we've got some Castamir soldiers who are getting hit now by skirmishers. You can see a couple projectiles going in there. We also have the Noldern Blade. We got some Blade Masters. So yeah, it's definitely going to be it's going to be a tough fight for them, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I would like to see Angmar push more troops over there, but it actually looks like he's now moving them over to the other side, and now we have the catapult switching sides here, which I think is smart from the attackers because there's a bigger force of defenders on this side. But it's going to be hard to use that catapult because you mostly got friendlies in the way. Alright, so the percentages are still very close, and it's going to be tough. Who's going to win this one? Let's go back over. Oh, this is not where I wanted to go. Let's go back over here, where the dwarves actually seem like they're pushing. They are pushing back Harad. Harad, champions of Nafarat, doing the best they can. Now we've got the Serpent Fangs with the curved swords. Charging in, trying to support their comrades who are already thick in the fight. Oh, look at the mass. That's awesome. But that's, well, we got some forces down here, but they need to get moving. Why are they so far back? But yeah, that's pretty much it from Harad. I mean, Harad and the dwarves basically just killed each other here at at the city, at that choke point. Rivendell. Had a brain fart there. I completely forgot what city we're fighting at. What is this again? Oh, Rivendell. Oh, right. Khazad-dûm doing the best they can here against these elite forces of elves. Let's go back here where the dwarves have committed in more troops, and I don't know, guys. I think it might be time to have a backup plan here. I think it's time for the defenders to probably fall back to this point, because you got what, 1, 2, 3 points here where you can hold, but it seems like they don't want to give it up, and now the dwarves are sending out some super elite troops over to reinforce this. Now, for the defenders to win, they've got to get some sort of chain route. They've got to break the enemy in a decisive way, because it's easier to break your opponent than kill your opponent. So if they can somehow sneak some troops around, attack the rear, I mean, do anything they can to cause fear in the ranks, they probably should do it. Balance of power has been the same pretty much the entire battle. Oh. What is that? Wait, is the catapult shooting? Wait, do we have... Where is that? Was that from the trebuchet? I'm seeing rotting flesh. Oh, wait, there's the catapult. There's the catapult. Please tell me the catapult still has ammo. Please tell me. I think they're using rotting flesh because they're out of ammo. Yep. Yep. They're trying to weaken the morale of the defenders. And also, they used up all of their ammo. Which, hey, you know, rotting flesh, the thing about rotting flesh is that it spreads and affects your troops too. But I think at this point, the morale is in favor of the attackers, and they can kind of afford to lose morale a little bit. But, you know, it's hard. And the dwarves have really reinforced this. Look at... Oh!
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Harad might get defeated here. Harad has lost their general. In the Axe Guard of Erebor, they have really sliced through here. But now, look at this, Harad, they are angry about the loss of their general, charging around some demons of the desert. Let's see, I think they're gonna, I'm pretty sure they have skirmish capability, so they're gonna sit back here, see what he does. He's just trying to get him in the perfect position. Come on. Turn and fire. Loose. Maybe he's gonna wait. Maybe he's gonna wait. But yeah, they're gonna hold here as the dwarves are still fighting the champions of Neferat. Oh, there they go.
Our men are in command of the castle.
Okay, our men are in command of the castle. That's no surprise. The axemen are now turning and trying to face these guys. And he's gonna simply run away. Now we got South One archers also trying to flank around. Yeah, the axes are just falling back because they realize that they're in a tough situation. But that's going to cause a lot of deaths here. That retreat is going to cause a ton of deaths. Oh, Isengard loses their general. One of the armies have completely broken. One of the armies have completely broken. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mute the... Oh, another general fallen. This is huge. This is huge. This is exactly what they needed in terms of destroying their morale. They have killed, what, 3 generals? 3 generals in a matter of like 2-3 minutes? That's insane. So I expect to see a lot of breaking here soon. Now here's our dwarf on dwarf action we were looking for. Oh my god, huge routes, huge routes. Oh, but the attackers have pushing through over here. Look at these shields. These shields kind of remind me of Oblivion. I don't know, it's like something you would see in Oblivion. But yeah, they've got some forces pushing up. What is the Black Watch Legion? This is no good, but we do... No, this flank is completely lost. And they're quickly trying to get around and hit the rear of these guys. But here's the thing is, I think this flank has been defended. This flank has been completely defended. So now, even though they've broken through, Angmar has broken through over here, there's no way to hammer an anvil because these troops are going to be ready for it. I think we only have Gundabad, the hammers of Gundabad. So yeah, they're already shifting troops over to deal with this flank before it gets out of control. There's the Blackguard. Awesome. So really, this is going to come down to Angmar. Also, I think Rune. Oh my god, this is going to be so close, guys. This is going to be a very intense battle. Now, one thing that's bad for Rune is that they lost their general. So, they're going to have to deal with, you know, less morale. But they have pretty much entirely broken through the Dwarven flank. And there is nothing but some pikemen who are breaking, defending the town center. So what's going to happen here is that the dwarves, it's mostly dwarves, defending dwarves, are going to have to quickly break. Oh, whoa, what is this? What is this?
Our foolish general has
Oh,
thrown his life
no.
away, and perhaps our chances of
I think that was the
victory with
Elven general, or Umbar's general. We have Blacklock engineers charging in. So what the dwarves have to do here is they have to defeat... Oh my god. The Elven general has fallen.
their leader.
Oh my god, I think the only player... I don't know, there's very few... Oh! Oh, the Witchers of Angmar. They've got some green death here. That's going to be a problem. They should have used this unit way sooner. Like, way sooner. Oh my god. You got to get to those Witchers, and it looks like they have. The Witchers are now in combat. That was awesome. So if it's really, so what Angmar needs to do here is kill as many as possible. Kill as many as possible, so when Rune finally gets to the town center, there's not going to be a lot waiting for him. What is Rune doing? They're going way up here. They're going around. Well, okay. I guess this is an idea. So yeah, you can go around this way, which is really cool, because it would have been cool to see dwarves like put some archers up here and fire down, which something I would have done. But again, I didn't know about this passage, so yeah, he's gonna take the long way around and hopefully get there in time. But there's still a lot of time. They're still very far away. So if the dwarves are going to defeat their opponents here, which it looks like they have killed some of those Witchers, and I think this is the general, just based upon his over-the-top armor. Or maybe it's just an officer, but I'm pretty sure it's a general. So all that's really left of Angmar is right here, and they are fighting a good fight against these Dragon Slayers. I don't even know if they're going to be good enough to beat them. These orcs they're like, flee for your life. Yep, they're just going to leave them. I think they're confident in beating them. And the general is still alive. Look at him. Surrounded. He's fighting a dwarf with some beautiful red hair there and a red beard. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's taking on this general. Look at this. This general is probably pretty close to being killed. There he goes.
Our Lord. Our men have slain the enemy general.
Slain the enemy general. This is such a close battle, guys. Guardians of Karn Doom, really, they just got to kill as many as they can.
Enemy has command of the castle.
Uh-oh. Command of the castle. Is... how?
News. The enemy is no longer in command.
Oh,
of the castle.
Gundabad. These slide dogs. Gundabad. Hammers of Gundabad from the Doors of Khazad-dûm. Remember, these are the attacking dwarves, as you can tell. Oh, wait, you can run through this building? Oh, okay. Well, they're taking on small forces. This is some squad-based tactics here. He was trying to capture this this point, but it seems that, again, still waiting for Harad to get over here. What are you doing, Harad? You need to hurry up. I mean, seriously, they need to get over there so they can set up a proper defense if they're going to capture this point. But I don't know. I think Gundabad's destroyed. The Gundabad, or Angmar. Jeez, I hope I haven't been calling them Gundabad. They have been destroyed. They just killed the hammers. And now, guys, look how close this is. Look how close this battle is. Oh my god. This is going to come down to the last stand of the last forces. Now, I'm not sure. I wasn't able to keep up with all of the generals. Who has what general? I think the dwarves still have their general, if I am not mistaken. So they have that advantage. If anything, the defenders have a tiny, slight advantage. So we're just going to fast forward as we wait for these troops to move up here. We've got troops walking. I get it. He's walking because he doesn't want them too tired for battle. And that's probably the smartest move at this point, because obviously he's not going to get to... Oh, wait. Got a little bit of a The heck?
Our
Umbar.
men are fleeing the
Umbar.
battle. Rally them, or victory runs away.
Umbar
on
sent
the
like 2 guys to slow down the advance. Which it worked. I mean, it slowed them down. And now we've got some forces that are probably going to hold this choke point and just make it more difficult. Yeah, they are fully committing to this choke point. It is down to such few troops. Oh my god. All right, archers. Okay, let's do normal speed here. So archers now opening fire. I imagine he's going to try to use as much ammo as possible before charging in the infantry. But do the dwarves have any archer fire? Doesn't look like it, so they're just going to be sitting ducks here. Yeah, I don't see any archers. So, yeah, it looks like they're just going to be sitting ducks as Rune kind of takes their time and keeps skirmishing them down. Southron pikemen moving up. Let's see what happens here. They're closing in. Yep, they're going to hold here. So it's speeded up here a little bit. Again, I think they're just going to sit back and skirmish. So we can probably fast forward this a bit. And they're just, I think they're also waiting for all of their infantry to close in. They've got, you know, a small but elite force, the champions of Nafarat and the Serpent's Fangs. Two Muhad Beast Hunters, so you got them, so that's something. But yeah, they're going to kind of defend this. Let's see, these guys throwing too? Are they throwing some shade? Can they reach? Oh, they're throwing. Oh, those guys are nasty good. Look at that. They're going after the general. Oh, that's the general. Is that the general? No. Obsidian Guard? That's cool. That might be the general, actually. Oh, no, that's Sons of Durin. But yeah, they're going to use all the skirmish ability that they have. Yeah, they're just going to move closer. Look at that. Make sure their shot counts. This is such a close battle. Oh! My god. Now, not all of them died, but a huge chunk of them did. I think the dwarves are going to have to charge in. They have no choice. They don't have the advantage of skirmishers. Harad does. Harad doing a great job here. Oh my god! Again, most of them getting up, but they're doing damage to them. And look, they're going to simply retreat. Simply retreat. Moving in the infantry. Oh, these guys are stuck in combat, though. They're trying to get out. They are trying. Dwarves moving up. Harad moving down. Lots of troops sitting in reserve for the dwarves. So yeah, they're just gonna quick, like if the dwarves send in their forces in waves like this, it's not gonna be good. I don't know, man. It's like one point the defenders looked like they had the advantage. Now it seems the attackers have the advantage. And it's all because of those deadly javelin units. Nice, this lone dwarf getting some kills here. Oh, there he goes. There we go. The dwarven little assault there is over. And I say little not because they're dwarves, but because there's such few troops. And again, we've got waves of small units pushing in. I think now's the time to send everybody in. Now is the time. Because you can't sit back and just get skirmished. You've got to move in. That's the only hope you have, and hopefully you can destroy them. So elves and dwarves standing together. Is that everyone? Look at the carnage that happened here too. Let's just take a moment here and just kind of fly over here and just look at this. Such a gruesome fight for Rivendell. I mean, at least some elves have to stay alive because this is, you know, an elven city. It's not even really a city, I guess. It's more of like a safe haven. So once again, both forces just kind of sitting here. So we're going to speed it up a little bit. I think, again, Harad is going to use skirmishers. And yeah, look at, men are dropping. Men are dropping. They are wasting lives. The fact that they're not charging in And bringing the fight to Harad means they're wasting. There we go. Harad's going to be the one to charge in. And oh, the elves are the first one to go in from the defenders. And now here comes the dwarves. And this is it, folks. This is it. Do the dwarves have enough? In the elves, do they have enough to hold? Now remember, Harad does not have a general. And I'm pretty sure the dwarves do. So even though the dwarves and elves are outnumbered, they've got the advantage of skill in morale. These are some pretty elite units. Harad has some elite units too. Look at this officer spinning into battle. Look at this. Oh my god. This epic duel between, oh, the officer's down. The dwarf takes it. Oh, he kills a Muhan Beastmaster. Balance of power. Dead freaking even. This has been a great battle. A photo finish. It's too early to call what's going to happen, but I don't know. It's so close. It's really just, you know, can Harad chip away at these elite units? Oh my god, the balance of power is just not budging. They've been fighting for a decent amount of time. Ooh, this Dwarven force is pretty strong. I don't know, guys. Harad seems to be losing troops. The defenders might just take this. They might just take this. I mean, this is a big threat. Look at this force. That is a huge threat. And I think he's going to try to wrap around. The archer's now pushing in. I think they're trying to kill the general, the Dwarven general. It's coming down to the wire, but look at the balance of power greatly shifted in favor of the defenders. Oh no! Big breaks coming from Rune. Huge breaks. I think the dwarves got this one. Yeah, I think the defenders have this battle because they have outflanked them now. They are behind them. Rune doesn't have a general. Troops are on the verge of breaking. My god. There's the Dwarven officer. There he is. He doesn't look bloodied, but you never know. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's the Dwarven officer. The nice bright red cape. I think Rune was hoping to kill the officer here, but they just couldn't do it. And I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up now because it seems that the dwarves, all this is at this point is a cleanup. And there you have it, guys. Rune has been destroyed. We've got a couple of these elite Javi units, the champions of Nafarat. But it seems that they are going to fall. They also have some serpent fangs. There's only 2 of them. So it's not like it's going to be enough. And that bounce power is greatly in favor of the defenders. And the defenders are going to take this one by the skin of their teeth. Oh, what's this? Snaga archers. What? Why were they being held back?
Our enemy has lost his stomach to
Okay.
fight.
Well, even with the Snaga archers, I don't think they're gonna go for the town center. Oh, hold on. This still isn't over. Rune is out, or Harad is out, but we got archers now who are fighting this lone dwarf. Look, kill him. Oh my god. This lone dwarf. Come on. Ah, he gets taken out. Let's see what is he gonna do with these archers. He's got one here. He had 2 units, right? Yeah, here's the other one. I don't think they're gonna last long because they're just Snaga archers. Look at this. We got like ragtag forces here. 2 of these guys. I mean, these units are so small. Do they still have arrows? No. Yeah, there's no way. If they still had bows, maybe they could have won this, but they're probably going to break as soon as they get charged because they just do not compare to the elite infantry. Yep, they didn't even fight. They broke before even fighting. These guys still have bows, arrows. It doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah, they break. Victory for the defenders. What an ending. What an absolute ending. Here is, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, here are the kills. Fantastic job from everybody defending. Everyone getting more than 2,000 kills. On the attacking side, we have Stewart of Dale, who was the Arthedain player, getting the most. So good on him. Also second most Harad, doing a great job over on the other flank. But what a great battle this was. Really enjoyed it. Super close. Epic choke point battle. This was sent in, by the way, by Mango Masher. Big thanks to Mango. He actually got the most kills out of anyone in this battle. So thank you for submitting in this battle. This was fantastic. I got more Third Age content coming out soon, so look forward to that. Of course, hit the bell, subscribe, do all that stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. By the way, average victory? How is that an average victory? I don't know. See you next time on the battlefield.